Get ready for the action, because the Delhi High Court has issued a massive order directing Apple Inc. to fully cooperate with antitrust investigators probing the iPhone app market. This is huge news for the tech giant as they face scrutiny over their mandatory in-app payment system. We dive deep into what this means for Apple's dominance and the ongoing regulatory battle in India. Conversations. Find out how Apple plans to restrict memory and what this means for user data across iOS 27. And finally, we're taking a close look at the physical design revolution. Gizchina.com reports that Apple's foldable iPhone is achieving an incredibly thin profile, measuring just 4.5 millimeters when it is open. Don't miss out on all the breaking tech news. Stay tuned right now. The Delhi High Court has ordered Apple Inc. to fully cooperate with the Competition Commission of India's CCI antitrust probe into the iPhone app market, although the regulator is barred from issuing a final ruling until at least July 15. This development comes as Apple has resisted requests to submit financial disclosures, citing ongoing legal challenges to India's antitrust penalty calculation law. The CCI's investigation into Apple commenced in late December 2021, focusing on the mandatory in-app payment system that charges developers up to 30%. The probe concluded that Apple's App Store acts as an unavoidable gateway for iOS developers, constituting an abuse of market dominance. India holds significant strategic importance for Apple, which is actively boosting iPhone production in the country. This focus is underscored by rising market share. Apple's smartphone market share in India increased to 12% in the fourth quarter of 2025, up from 9% in the same period in 2024, according to Counterpoint research data. Meanwhile, Apple is significantly expanding its manufacturing footprint in India, assembling its entire iPhone 17 lineup, including the Pro and Pro Max models, domestically. Contract manufacturers such as Foxconn Technology Group, Tata Electronics, and Pegatron Corp. Are also involved in producing earlier models, including the iPhone 15 and iPhone 16, for both domestic sales and exports. Apple has significantly enhanced the health monitoring capabilities of the Apple Watch with the introduction of a new high blood pressure notification feature. This addition is expected to further strengthen the device's position in the health management market. Concurrent with this technological update, market analysts are anticipating a major redesign of high-end Apple Watch models slated for release in the second half of 2026. This anticipated hardware refresh is projected to provide a significant boost to sales in the end-market segment. Apple is poised to introduce a significantly revamped Siri with a strong emphasis on user privacy, according to reports from Bloomberg. Mark Gurman has indicated that Apple plans to make privacy a central theme at its upcoming Worldwide Developers Conference, WWDC, highlighting a new feature for Siri, the ability to automatically delete chat conversations. This functionality would align with existing options in the Messages app, allowing users to choose retention periods of 30 days, 1 year, or indefinite storage. This privacy focus positions Apple's approach as fundamentally different from competitors like ChatGPT and Google Gemini, which broadly train models on user interactions and cloud histories. Gurman suggested Apple will implement tighter controls over memory, imposing restrictions on what information can persist and for how long it can be retained. Beyond data retention, Apple is also expected to differentiate its AI experience by offering a completely ad-free experience, contrasting with current practices seen in some competitor chatbots. While Google has not yet introduced ads into Gemini, the potential for monetization is acknowledged by Apple's chief business officer, Philip Schindler, who noted that ads can be valuable if implemented correctly. Although the revamped Siri will utilize Google's AI models internally, reports suggest Apple may allow third-party models to power features within Apple Intelligence on iOS 27, iPadOS 27, and macOS 27. The new Siri is anticipated to launch with a beta designation, similar to the initial release of Siri on the iPhone 4S. Apple's public version of iOS 27 is expected in September. Gurman noted that test versions of iOS 27 include a toggle option to opt out of the new Siri beta, a feature that could be mirrored in the public release, similar to how Amazon allows Alexa testers to revert to the original version. Apple's latest foldable iPhone has been reported to boast an impressively thin profile, measuring just 4.5 millimeters when fully opened. This development, according to reports from the accredited technology blog Gizchina.com, signals a significant stride in foldable smartphone design, focusing on achieving a slimmer form factor without compromising functionality. Industry observers are keenly watching this specification as the foldable market continues its rapid expansion, with thinness being a key metric for consumer adoption. Further details regarding the device's performance and overall design philosophy are expected in upcoming reviews.